I'm Denise Cumming with the University Hospitals Kingston Foundation. It is absolutely my pleasure to invite all of you here as representatives and members of the volunteers volunteer services to Hotel Dieu Hospital. And we're here for a wonderful occasion to celebrate the impact of your hard work and enthusiasm and incredible commitment to patients in this community.
At our AGM in October, we presented a motion to make a further commitment after we had finalized our last payment to the $1 million pledge. We couldn't quite do another $1 million right at the moment, but we are happy to have made the motion and approved that over the next 2 years we will be presenting or committing $100,000 to Hotel Dieu to buy specific equipment for Hotel Dieu. So we wanted to do an official presentation of the check to the hospital, but to also let you know that $50,000 of that has already been handed over to UHKF, and that money is going to buy, now I got to get it right here, that's the beds, the 7 new recovery beds, and then a piece of equipment for, then I've just lost it, what it is, the endoscopy, the electrosurgical generator. So that $50,000 has been designated to those 2 projects. So next year, when we hand over the next $50,000, we'll try and figure out what else we would like that to go towards. So, and prior to this moment, we have also made other donations today. We made another $10,500 to the Child Development Center. We made $3,500 to the Child Life Program. And we also made a donation to CDC because of the money that we raised in the Elvis show. And they are buying a Lightgate Junior 150, and we got a sort of a announcement today of what that would mean to CDC. So it brought a few tears to our eyes today at our meeting. So thank you to UHKF for doing this for us and to giving us this acknowledgement of the hard work of the volunteers. I wish they were all here. They're all out in the hospital working. So.
Well, thank you very much on behalf of the leadership team and the board, in case Sherry's not saying something, although that would be a first too, for everything that you do for and I know that she was one of the volunteers, so this has a special place in her heart for sure. You know, the volunteers are everywhere in the hospital, and it's tremendous that you've raised this money. You raised $1 million before, and now for all of these items that you've funded now, they all make a big difference. But it's not just about the money, and the volunteers really, as Denise says, are everywhere in the building. I see you guys coming in the front door first thing in the morning, and at the end of the day when I go out, I've had, I don't know how many patients or family members, and we get comments sent to the hospital about the fact that some staff member, and I can't usually tell whether it's an employee or a volunteer, but I'm quite sure it's volunteers a lot of the time, has helped them find their way, and they were helpful and caring and considerate, and it made a big difference to them because people often come here full of uncertainty and anxiety, and they don't know where they're going, and they're afraid of what they're going to hear when they get there. So having that kind of help and support makes a big difference, and I know that you're all over the place doing that, as well as providing coffee and snacks and stuff throughout the buildings for people who are waiting and staff who are don't have time to find their lunch in the middle of a busy clinic or whatever, and then just kind of being there in the lobby to guide people and help clear the traffic, the congestion on the ramps, occasionally call the police. There's a whole variety of things that the volunteers have done over the years. So it really does make a huge difference, and so on behalf of the staff, and most importantly on behalf of our patients, although Denise said it better than I can, thank you very much for everything you do, as well as for today's support, so thank you.
And it's such a pleasure to be here in front of such a distinguished audience. I think Bev called you dignitaries.
That's right. Well, we are dignitaries.
So we're Sharon. Sharon and members of Hotel Dieu Volunteer Service. You've been such a smiling presence and a supporter of Hotel Dieu for many, many years, and I've been truly blessed to be part of those years. Your presence in the pre-surgical screening, in peri-anesthesia, directions for staff and our public, as Dr. Boucourt say, is it just goes without saying that patients are so grateful. Today, on behalf of the Department of Peri-Anesthesia, which is actually our EPACU, where the beds are going. Lola, I think you managed the EPACU at one point, and although it was the med-surg department, the beds are the same. So this generous donation will actually complete our fleet of 14 beds for EPACU. And so, as you know, in the extended recovery, it's one of the most vulnerable times for patients and families. It's their first night stay, and I can attest, having seen the new technology, that this purchase of these beds will provide enormous comfort for not only the patients, but for the staff as well. So I want to thank you, each of you, for your dedication and your generosity today. Thank you.
Well, I wanted to thank again and reinforce Mary's sentiments about how valuable and how much we appreciate your presence within Hotel Dieu. The volunteers over the last few years have done nothing but support my units. Anytime I've asked for assistance, they've been there, so it's been greatly appreciated. I think of you as our partners in the care that we provide our patients, and there's so much value in that. I would like to express our thanks on behalf of Dr. Hookie, who couldn't make it today, and the endoscopy unit, for the donation of the electrical surgical unit. It's our new VIO 200S, and the purchase of this unit increases our standardization in our unit, which increases patient safety. The ability to have an electrical surgical unit the same in each of our procedural suites is what increases that patient safety from a knowledge and operation point of view. And in addition to this, the technology is the state-of-the-art, and that state-of-the-art technology allows us to improve on the removal of polyps and treat bleeding in endoscopy. So thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it. I actually brought some pictures of the unit that's purchased by your funds, and I'm going to leave 2 copies here for you to circulate so you can actually see that.